Hey guys, Dan here, welcome back to another video, another reaction, and today we come to AQ Studios channel, and yes, I just bought a whiteboard, I need it, don't question me about it, and today we're going to be reacting to Midwest Angelica. This is a video that was highly recommended by a few of my viewers, so I really want to check this out. So if you guys can, give a like to the original video. This is a very long video, so really go give them that like, they deserve it. And now, without any more further ado, I'm ready. You guys are ready? Let's go. Click. The following presentation contains flashing images. You have been warned. I was gonna react to another video of Midwest Angelica. The previous one that was posted with over an hour. But they told me that I should react to the full movie. And since this video does not contain accurate subtitles, just has the automatic one from YouTube, I will try to contain myself to not speak over the video. I hope that you guys can understand that. Damn, having these Bluetooth headsets for this is just amazing. I don't need to mess with the audio quality. I just need to mess with the headsets. It's great.
In the year 1999, a corpse descends from the cosmos right into your backyard. The
was the year I was born?
Science fiction, an alien thriller, a threat unlike any other. This is the Midwest Angelica.
I 100% imagine someone making an edit saying, "Your mom."
Critics are calling it a one-of-a-kind, a sublime experience into the realm of the unknown, a twister of biblical proportions. Don't hesitate. This is your chance. Call within the next 15 minutes to receive a free poster along with your copy of Midwest Angelica. Only $16.99 plus shipping and handling. Call now.
Props to the creators, AQ Studio, for actually giving like a little trailer and a little like advertising in the beginning. Ooh, Bluetooth. The following presentation is property of home and is not to be distributed. June 1985.
Around April of this year, we picked up an anomalous biosignature around Jupiter's orbit. We thought it was some sort of instrumentation issue, but we wanted to take a look, just to make sure. Thanks to the tenacity of our team, we were able to get a good look at it within a month. What we found was, frankly, astonishing. Truly unexplainable. The object, which we've codenamed AZ001, appears to be 66.3 kilometers in diameter. We still need more data to prove if life is indeed thriving on this object.
Do you think that people could actually make sense of
We've determined
that level
that AZ001 is in fact harboring life. This discovery could change the foundation of science as we know it. Well, harboring might not be the correct word to use here, no. We believe AZ001 itself is alive. Or at least was alive. We have reasons to believe that the entity, AZ001, might be a corpse drifting in space.
all biosignature scans taken between June and September of 85. 87, March.
AZ001's trajectory has been calculated. Based on our calculations, we believe that it will reach the vicinity of Earth's orbit by the year 1999. Due to the implications of AZ001's existence, NASA has made the decision to form a group, known as the Division of Heavenly Operation and Material Examination, or simply known as HOPE. This group will study AZ001's composition, trajectory, and will hopefully make contact with the object in 1999. It's also designated to hide the existence of AZ-001 from the public. I have been chosen as one of the lead positions in home.
Dr. Lucas Michaels went missing in 89. His current whereabouts are unknown. Not suspicious at all. But the fact that the fact that they can actually like predict these asteroids from like decades before they actually come close to Earth, it's really astonishing.
Dr. Ray O'Connor, and I am head of psychological contamination research here at home. In the past few years, we have made incredible discoveries regarding AZ-001. It's almost strange to say this, but the object seems to be emanating massive detectable brainwaves. We have detected the presence of delta waves here at home.
Not scary at all, right?
Which are the same sort of waves generated during deep sleep in humans. We are currently in the process of attempting to decode these waves to gather more information regarding AZ-001 and its potential effects.
It's not scary at all, the fact that we have an object that we believe it was a corpse, and what, 10 years later we discovered that actually it's in deep sleep. Not scary at all. Home psychological research became crucial in understanding the nature of AZ-001. January 99. Damn, that thing already looks like a giant spider corpse. Leo. I remember that from the other video that we tried to react to, before we chose to come to this one to watch the full thing. Here we go. No, I was expecting a high-pitched sound or something. So, if a part of the main body fell, could this be actually kind of a parasitic creature? One that when they found life, they just detach a chunk from their main body and they just go into a probable host, like Earth? Object touchdown confirmed at multiple radars and something else. I will not be able to read those coordinates. I will not be able to. Classified footage. January 16 of 1999. Don't touch it, goddammit! I guess during this time they hadn't watched enough scary movies or alien movies to know that you should never touch the object that just arrived at Earth. Is that blood? Interesting take, because this is not gonna be a thriller that they take it, they bring it to the lab and then it gains life. As soon as it entered and landed on Earth, it tries to come to life and do something. It was infected. Ugh. This kind of remembers me of SCP-001, the one about the sun, no? I think it was when the sun goes red. But instead of affecting people with the light, it affects if they touch them.
Any of the counties shown on your screen. You're encouraged to consult your doctor or call the toll-free number below for a free evaluation today. Tests of an experimental pesticide containing ingredients linked to insomnia, somnambulism, strange or uncomfortable dreams, and general sleep problems have previously occurred in these areas, and your input is critical in evaluating the product's safety for consumer use. Again, if you or a loved one are living in any of the counties shown on your screen, you are encouraged to consult your doctor or call 1-800-555-4663 for a free evaluation today. That's 1-800-555-4663.
Damn, is that 17 counties?
555-4663.
That is at least what? Tens of thousands of people that could have been infected. Same day, Starfield Ranch. Dogs barking. You know, I actually have a friend that lives into the countryside in Brazil, and he says that one of the most unnerving things when you're used to this environment is to be able to discern quiet and like a bad kind of quiet. You know when like the environment is okay, when things are just going according to normal, but when you notice that there's something different, there's a moment that you can start fearing for your life because you don't know what can be out there. There's not enough people. There's like people that just live miles apart from each other. One house, it takes what, a few miles to get to another house. So if there's anyone or anything out there, you are on your own. So I think that this is what probably this guy is actually gonna have to face. Let's see. I imagine this is the farmer's son who's recording it. Colin makes his way to the ranch prairie.
Colin, grab Max. I'm going to get the rifle.
What happened to Rocky?
I don't know.
What happened to...
Props to the farmer for keeping his cool and knowing that he has to have his mind in the right place for this. He cannot worry too much about the dog. Several minutes of footage are too degraded to view. Only a select few frames are discernible. Oh yeah, so he took the dog and infected the dog. You know what this actually make me want to watch afterwards? I think it was the Flash Who Hates. Is also an SCP. We got the father. Assimilated. So yeah, now we have 100% confirmation that this thing actually assimilates people and just turns them into one of its biomass creatures.
Mom?
I feel bad for this kid.
Mom?
Yeah, she was also taken. Infection. Okay, nice. He actually managed to leave the house. If you're being chased by something like this, and it's alien-like, never lock yourself into a house unless you're absolutely sure that you can hold off the creature. If not, you just keep running. Oh, he took the cow! I wonder if this is something like the Thing. Because the Thing, if you're infected, it might come to the fact that you don't even know that you're infected. You just need a single like molecule or tissue from it to be infected. Family. Yeah, they got the whole family and the animals. Classified material. Material property of home. Clearance level 3. Updates on the Xenobiology Research Group study of the contagion discovered on January 16, 1999. Samples of the contagion injected into something and... oh, dogs and other animals, I imagine. Wait, I want to read that. Specimens continue to induce some minimal to no mutations. So they know that they cannot transform, they shouldn't. However, recent experimentation with specimens of alien cepa, I don't know what is that, have uncovered how the contagion affects organism cells. So it's possible that they could be undercover, just like the Thing. So it mutates the cells. It turns the organism into part of the biomass indeed. Previous results combined with recent finding indicates the contagion possesses some degree of intelligence. The contagion intelligence and the virulent nature possess a clear and present danger to the entire world. Starkill. At least it's not Project Stardust. January 18. The following footage depicts a broadcast from a TV on the night of January 18, 1999. Was this an actual person?
Thank you for
or was
watching
this a
Channel
creature?
15. This is KXPO TV, serving Omaha and the greater Nebraska region. This concludes our broadcast day.
least patriotic, like a county, like a intermission.
They are here. The public is unaware. Government is hiding it. Prepare now.
They haven't found who did it. There's someone who's trying to spread the truth. Incident report. Special clearance required. This one is punishable by death. So that means that the creature is still there, still spreading, or have they not, or have they like temporarily contained it into the region? Official audio recording.
Reaching coordinate point 1, over. You okay?
I'm fine.
Bio levels are low. Let's do result containment protocol.
This is it, right here. I want this area marked, just for sample collection.
On it. Marking area, over.
That's all we're gonna need. Request retrieval team.
Requesting retrieval team at Alpha Chunk Point A, over.
Alpha chunk. But is it the actual like a chunk? Is it? Oh yeah, it is. Dr. Evans. Wait, I think I'm getting the names mixed up. Was that the guy that disappeared, or is that the new guy that kind of assumed the project? Let me read that again. Dr. Eva places the retrieved samples of AZ001 into storage. Dr. Evans obtains a container to refuel the water cooler, believed to have taken longer than normal to obtain. Dr. Evans refills the water cooler and dispenses at least 2 cups of water. And he's gonna go to Dr. O'Connor now. Dude, have like these little scenarios just showing the person just normally walking across an office just leaves like so many theories to if he's gonna get infected or if he was infected and he's trying to infect other people.
Hey, I brought you some water. Thought you might have wanted a cup.
Thanks, Andrew. Were you able to get the results you wanted?
Fortunately, much of the alpha chunk was too necrotic to really get any good data and sample from it. We'll likely have to find some alpha chunks connected to the main body of AZ001.
Sorry to hear that. I think I might be able to get you the new data you want once you figure it out. But I'll have to get back to you tomorrow.
That's alright. We can discuss more about it tomorrow after the meeting.
Dr. Evans returns to his desk behind Dr. O'Connor for no further interactions occur. Oh no, sorry, no further interactions occur. And Dr. Evans begins to display unusual behavior on the 28th of January. Ah. Damn, this actually seems to be something straight out of observation duty. No, yeah, that is 100% just unusual behavior. No sign of contamination. He goes to storage room. Oh yeah, these places should be 100% guard all the time. Wait, who are you? Oh, so this wasn't... Really? That wasn't what I was expecting with the series. Dr. Evans' body is brought to Central Morgue for a post-mortem autopsy. So yeah, so that's why he disappeared. That's what happened. Got infected. And that's why they started to just send, like those warnings for the people. So if they got infected naturally, they don't turn into those things, or at least they can be identified before they attack more people. Dr. Evans' death is ruled as an assassination by a third party, though much remains unknown at this time. Also, they don't know that he's... So they don't know that he's still infected, or that he was infected, just think that this was a murderer. Dr. O'Connor has apparently disappeared following the incident, as he has been unable to be reached for comment. Additionally, a follow-up investigation found that one of the vials of AZ001 sample was missing after the incident. The Long Pine Midwest Church invites you to their weekly service on Sunday, January 31st from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The service will also be televised on this channel for those unable to attend. Oh, why do I think that there's gonna be a massacre on that too? Something fucked up is gonna happen right then and there. Midwest Church would also like to extend their gratitude to the following individuals for volunteering to assist in this weekend service. Is his name gonna be there? Oh, O'Connor! There's O'Connor there. So he's there, so yeah, so I think he's gonna infect everyone. Property of Long Pine Police Department. The following record contains accounts of the activities of Officer Sam Page and Officer Andrew on the 2nd of on the 11th of February. On the 12th of February, both officers would be killed in the line of duty. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna stop pausing for real this time, and I'm just gonna read and comment on top of it.
Don't try that again. Why doesn't he come? I've got everything all figured out. Top to bottom, smooth as silk. Everything's falling apart. Can't trust nobody, nothing.
Damn those pictures. I don't think I will not come back for it, or I will not go back in the video for this. But were those people also into the church service? The police was called. They don't know who called them.
911. Please state your emergency.
I'm at 876 Pine Lane in Long Pine.
Yeah, next to the church.
No, I can't really say for certain, but there's some kind of sacrifice going on.
Okay, we'll be right there. Could you elaborate, please?
Yeah, it's a human sacrifice. I hear screams. It seems to be like a pagan ritual or something of the sort.
Okay, just hold tight. We'll be right there.
You know,
Please stay
how
on the
well
line.
can someone be trained, you know, to be a dispatcher? Just to hear like there's a human sacrifice going on into the church, and like, okay, we're gonna send a vehicle. Hold on. Like, how can they actually keep like such a cool level, you know? They must go through some intense training for that. Yeah, I think I've seen this model of a church somewhere else. It seems kind of familiar. And these are the outfits that are gonna die in their line of duty. I don't know what would be creepier in this situation. The fact that he could have infected everyone that was involved, and then by infecting them they start to lose their minds, or this person who was losing their mind just came to like his own conclusions about what this was and started like attracting everyone to the church to infect them as well. Page's body was yet to be recovered. The investigation is ongoing. Still incredible that they would have cameras at this time. I don't know, when was the first body cam invented, you know, for police officers in the United States? Not a great sight to see. Ooh, it's not someone, it's something. You see the eyes into the corner, like behind the trees.
Hello.
You see it? We all know how this is gonna go. Something's just gonna jump out of the body or the forest and it's just gonna take him. Oh, I knew they actually sent me some shivers when I saw the silhouette. And it must be horrible to be a responder in the middle of the night or the low hours. The man seen in this footage has yet to be identified. I don't know, my guess is that this could be O'Connor. The body of Officer Andrew was found. The cause of death remains unknown. But was he infected? Observe stages of the historical infestation. In stage 1, sustenance hunt. The star kill begins to absorb most available biomass to sustain itself from all subsequent stages. Intelligence accumulation. The star kill searches for and targets the most intelligent specimens available. Self-replication. The star kill is able to form enough biomass to manufacture novel entities from itself using biomass structural hubs. These hubs include altars, which produces smaller star kill life forms, and temples, which produce larger creatures. A fourth stage has been hypothesized based on critical mass calculations. It is unknown what will occur once the star kill network reaches critical mass. However, the network is predicted to grow to the following size within a year based on the current... Oh, this is bad. It's like a fungus just spreading, just taking more and more. Imagine if that actually had hit the sea and not like the land. What the fuck? Get in here! Audio report from Dr. Stanley.
While we previously had a rough understanding of how the star till infection assimilates foreign biomatter, and that its methodology for doing so seemingly depends on what intentions it has, we, until recently, failed to understand how different pieces of the alpha chunk seemingly all become aware of new information, even if its pieces are long distances apart from each other. Recent experimentation revealed that certain alpha chunk samples animate a unique energy signature not previously encountered in prior studies. We've discovered that this energy signature becomes more detectable in parts of the alpha chunk where large concentrations of what we fittingly called Podolsky neurons are present. Because of their presence in AZ001, we are of the belief that these Podolsky neurons are part of the entity's central nervous system. Specifically, they are responsible for transmitting information signals to different parts of the entity's body. The observation that different pieces of the alpha chunk all become aware of the same information simultaneously, despite their masses not being physically connected, leads us to believe that Podolsky neuron signals operate on a principle similar to quantum entanglement.
I wonder if the people who made this, they actually have a degree in biology, or at least into some sort of high education to be able to just make this video, or if this was just truly a passion project. This is different. Stanley Vega. No, the Chicago. So they're gonna start doing tests on people. Oh yeah, they're inspecting on people. They're testing. Yeah, egg or EEG. I wonder how crazy or what you had to do to be able to just be put into this sort of testing. Let's see. Interesting method because... Oh yeah, he's giving things wrong. I can see that the date of birth is already different. He just... Wait, he doesn't even know that what is being tested for? So far, this is what makes me the most uncomfortable into the whole video. Oh yeah, here he goes. Here we go with the change. Just like with the previous like graph that we saw with that, where suddenly there's a spike into that. It's getting different. It changed the John Carlisle. Lyle. Oh, it's starting to mimic the clicking sounds that we saw into that biomass in the forest. Easter, yeah. It's to east. You gotta make to east, that's where the main biomass is. I wonder if they could pinpoint the location of a main body of the creature if they progressively infect people by just moving, then infecting someone like in a controlled environment to know where the thing is. Oh no. East hole? Something's gonna be here, isn't it?
Today marks the 12-year anniversary of the Babylon project and the founding of Home Delta. The date is March 13th, 1999. As director of the Babylon project, reporting to the General Commanding Director of Home Delta, I, Dr. Robert Spencer, am obliged to construct this full report detailing the Babylon project's progress as of March of 1999. Since the Annunciation event on January 28th and the subsequent elimination of Dr. Evans, the contamination of Home HQ has continued to progress at an exponential rate. We estimate that around 75% of Home staff have been infected and continue operation as phantoms. Further, through routine checks of Home HQ, we have determined that the star kill biomass has reached the temple classification. We believe that Wraith classification entities may be birthed by the temple in as soon as 12 days. My recommendation would be to gather the final samples for research and begin Operation Homebound promptly. The Deathbringer squads are prepared for immediate action.
Deathbringers. Meeting between Dr. Robert and Dr. Gamma.
Dr. Churchill, we're preparing for the final descent into Home HQ now.
Churchill?
Mission will commence in 48 hours.
Good. Spencer, I have a request.
What is it, sir?
Dr. Stanley Vega of the Xenobiology Group has been researching the Akashic Plane. I need you to retrieve him and his work, but under no circumstances should you allow him to learn the true nature of Home Delta.
Understood. What should be done if he's already infected?
He won't be. He works in the BSL-4 lab. We've determined that sector to be clean, and it's projected to be clean for at least 10 more days. If he's visibly infected, eliminate him. Otherwise, we will conduct a SIM test to determine if he has phantom blood. Retrieve his lab assistant too, Dr. Solomon Ezra. Same rules apply.
If you don't mind me asking, sir, what are you planning with him?
My plans of Vega have nothing to do with your job. This is for your own good, Spencer. The most I can tell you is that it involves research into the Akashic Plane. Speaking of which, have you retrieved the new info on Lucas Michaels?
Yes, I have. It's in the data room. I think you'll be interested in our findings. We're not sure what to make of it yet.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. When you return, we'll run the SIN test at Nazareth site and continue operations as planned. We're on schedule.
Understood. And for Operation Homebound?
It will commence April 4th.
April 4th. So just okay, I gotta pause just to comment on this. I really have to give props to whoever was the lead designer or the lead in the team to just create like these graphics and like some of these pictures, you know, because this is very, very good. Just this like previous interaction between Churchill and Spencer, right? It was very, very good. Just like the composition of the scene, the colors, it is very, very interesting. And the more and more that we go into this just really feels like a world where we have something similar to the SCP Foundation, but it's in a much smaller scale. This is very, very cool. It just helps me just to kind of pinpoint like the vibe that we're going for the series. And this is just like increasing so much more. It came from like a simple like asteroid falling, like a biomass asteroid falling to the United States, and now this is trying to go full into damage control.
Final sample collection. The Charlie team follow me to BSL lab for hostage retrieval.
Also Alien. How many of you actually are watching like these designs and they're thinking of like of the 80s, 70s movies? Oh, this is not good. I hope someone got a flamethrower.
Contact with the star kill. Dr. Vega, we've identified a potential risk in the BSL labs, required to be taken to the quarantine zone for a mandatory screening for infection.
I understand that it's protocol, but this is the highest safety level lab at home, and there shouldn't be any risk of cross-contamination in the last 2 months.
Regardless, we still have to take you to quarantine. Where's your lab partner, Dr. Ezra?
He was transferred back to the main facility.
That's okay. We'll pick him up along the way. Bring your research materials and maybe place in quarantine for a few weeks.
High valuable personnel required. I really was expecting some shooting.
Okay, Dr. Vega, I'm assuming you're familiar with the process of a SIN test, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, great. So I'm going to ask you a series of questions and you are to answer truthfully. Once the test is complete, we'll know if you are infected or not. That being said, here's the first question. It's Christmas morning and you're with your family. Your wife hands you a wrap gift. What do you do next?
Well, of course, I thank my wife and open the present. carefully unraveling the ribbons, and then I'd probably give her a hug.
Next question. It's early in the morning and you see a UFO in the sky, illuminated by the light of dawn. What are you thinking?
I'd probably be a bit confused, but I'd probably think of it rationally. Could it potentially be a balloon, a plane, a helicopter? A UFO implies that it's merely unidentified. It could be entirely prosaic.
Okay, last question. You have decided to participate in a charity event for your local church. Why did you make this decision?
Well, I was born and raised Catholic, and I think if I had the opportunity to give to those less fortunate, I would.
Thank you, Dr. Vega. Your results came clean. Please
It was a
exit to the door.
very sneaky way for them to try to see if he was infected and connected to the main biomass that was present in the church. I thought that the first two questions, they seemed, yeah, okay, interesting. But the one of the church, damn, that really was just like trying to like pinpoint if he really was infected. As if the first two questions, they were just to distract his mind and think that these are easy questions. But damn, that was good.
Remain seated in the waiting room until you are called. Thank you again for your cooperation.
Second patient, let's see how this goes.
Dr. Ezra, are you familiar with the SIN test?
Yes, I am.
All right. As you know, I'm going to be asking you a series of questions. Answer them truthfully. At the end, we will be able to determine if you are infected or not. Let's begin. First question. You work at a competitive company. The promotion comes down to either you or your coworker. What do you do?
I would work hard and try to beat him. I would think, why should he be the one to get a promotion? I, of course, would be the one doing the work. He was just lucky.
Next question. It's a Saturday night and you decide to cook dinner for the whole family. What made you make this decision?
If I were to do that, it would be because I was hungry.
Okay, next. You see a man and woman embracing each other in a field. There are white clouds dotted against a blue sky. What are you thinking at this moment?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Why would I be in the field? But what purpose does it serve? What is the purpose of the sky?
Do you go to church, Dr. Ezra?
Is this part of the test?
Answer the question, Ezra.
I do.
Okay, let me ask you another question. Do you believe in God?
I do. I said I go to church.
Very well. Let's say you're poor and don't have any food. You receive bread from a stranger, but it's only enough for one person and your son is on the brink of complete starvation. What do you do next?
I would eat the bread, of course. I would be hungry. Any sane person would do the same.
Would you say your knowledge of the world is greater than anybody you've met?
Yes, I would say that applies to me. Actually, I know it does.
And what about your concept of infinity? Can you see it clearly?
Yes, I can.
Code 66, calling. Administers fixation.
Nice, the way that is, I would change it.
Task cannot be completed. Error.
Dude, actually, this was very cool. This was very nice. I thought that they would just jump straight into the church question to know if something different was gonna happen. But I like the result of that. That was very nice. You didn't need to get to the church question. Oh, look at that. He was already deeply taken by the creature.
Spencer.
Oh! Is this some TF2 sounds in the background that I hear?
But I'm afraid you won't be able to respond now. This wasn't according to the scenario, and I shouldn't have let Ezra into the Nazareth site. Fortunately, Ezra has been eliminated, and the Nazareth site is under strict lockdown. Unfortunately, because you were infected, the best we can do is slow the infection as much as possible. Which means we had to put you into cryosleep. Your knowledge is too valuable. Listen, Spencer, I'm researching something important with the Starkill. A way to perhaps reverse the infection using Starkill samples. It could even grant immortality. It will be done by April 4th, and on that day, humanity will prevail and defeat the Starkill threat. Project Babylon will be complete, and we will then be able to initiate Operation Homebound. In my effort to understand the cosmos, I made a grave mistake, and I'm only now seeing the weight of my sins unfold before my eyes. God, please forgive me.
This is a very, let me pause for a second, interesting concept that we see here. Because I believe that this is Churchill talking to Spencer, his assistant. Spencer was infected. And even though, by all accounts, Spencer should be eliminated, they just find reasons to not do it. They just like try to slow the infection. They say that his mind's too great. Churchill shows to have a deep respect and a deep like a bond with Spencer, to the point that even though he is his boss, he doesn't want to eliminate him. He doesn't want to risk it. And even though he just says that humanity will prevail, he also has the fact that there might be even a way to find immortality in this. So in a way, even though that he tries to ask God for forgiveness, he's still trying to find a logical way to preserve what he wants, not for himself, but what he thinks that he should like acquire for humanity. This is a very interesting character for me. I don't know if I'm just going too deep, but I like, you know, the way that they are portraying this guy. What am I looking at here? Churchill. A reconstruction of a brain image obtained while you were sleeping. Does it look familiar to you? I occasionally see things like that when I dream, yes. And you said this started on April 5th, 85, correct? Yes. The day we found the AC001, the anomaly of orbiting Jupiter. About that. Do you believe it has any correlation to these dreams? I'm really not sure. The rational answer is no, it does not. But something about it disturbs me, almost like it's speaking to me. And sometimes I feel like I'm somebody else entirely. Elaborate. I can't really describe it concretely. It's like I've been here before, but a really long time ago, before the beginning of the universe even. I can almost see my life from back then, but it's not me at all. Dr. Spencer has worked in occult research in the United States intelligence community for nearly a decade. My background is in psychoactivity drugs and psychological research. Yeah, this is just too fast, so I'm gonna have to stop reading. So like Churchill is pointing out Michaels to just be the head of this research, but he doesn't want to give every single answer to him. He just wants him to work blindly. And you guys remember when we saw the readings from the church where it described something like an angel? That thing almost looked like to have like some feature that could try to resemble like a deformed angel, or at least something that could be seen as an angel by a fanatic. Michael's never made aware of the existence of Project Home, so he's just researching blindly. Project Babylon.
AZ001, or Starkill, whatever you wish to call it, is a collective hive mind. It's one singular organism. It's all connected, and it speaks to itself telepathically. What might have appeared as the rotting organs of a once-forgotten deity has now shown its true colors in the form of a highly advanced singular organism comparable to a supercomputer. Through this network we're calling the Akashic Plane, which we've derived from the anthroposophic theory of the Akashic Records, AZ001, the evolved god, can contain and process memories of everything that it has ever assimilated. As such, its intelligence and wisdom is beyond comprehension. It is an evolved life form, to put it simply. Humanity in its current state has no way of even entertaining the possibility of a fair fight. AZ001 is simply better than us on all fronts. That's why we began Project Babylon here at Home Delta. That's why we're prepared to level the playing field by bringing humanity to its next stage of evolution, using the Starkill's own biological framework. Evolution has been the mission of Project Babylon since the very beginning. But now, thanks to the results of the home experiment, we've gathered enough data to begin the first tangible steps of this artificial evolution of humanity.
Live training. So they're trying to build robots to be able to fight the creatures, the reanimated creatures that they possess. Or at least they're... Oh, there it is. I'm just now a little bit confused if this is a person or if this is a robot. Come on. Got it? He was ambushed. Yeah, so it was a person. I don't know why people wouldn't just like shoot the ones that are just stuck to the walls. That could be in a sleep state, but it could awaken and attack you. Star-kill stem cells, when properly introduced into a host organism, can actually fortify the host cell's natural resistances, as well as promote rapid cell regeneration upon cell death. These augmented host cells could hypothetically increase human endurance to physical damage, aging, and disease, as well as provide immunity to subsequent star-kill infections. So they actually want to infect people to a minor degree to make them more resistant. Ooh. Damn, these people... Just like all these says and like all these dead soldiers. 287? Acceptable, acceptable, acceptable. These biomechanical soldiers form the backbone of Home Delta's military. So yeah, really, I think that there was something like that into the SCP lore as well, where there's like a force of these cyber immortal soldiers that they are the most elite force and the less resort they have when they need to send a squad into a very dangerous situation.
Spencer, it's me. I've given up my rank as Admiral of Home Delta. That title is going to you in preparation.
Just a second, I can still listen, just a moment.
You will have control over the Tower of Babel, and you'll be able to control the Deathbringer squads entirely with your mind. The pieces have been in place since the beginning. It's unfortunate that you ended up in this state, but this is the only way. Once I finalize Project Babylon, it's all up to you. This battle is yours to decide.
Damn, not even Spencer, after being infected, he has a moment to rest. Okay, this is an interesting concept even for a game. The fact that basically you are someone that is in a deep coma, infected, and you can control these other soldiers that are the elite and soldiers that survived being infected with this virus as well, just to make them stronger and more resistant to whatever they need to face. What got deleted?
My name is Dr. Gamma Churchill. The date is April 4th, 1999. Today, the Babylon project will be completed. The Starkill stem cell insertion into Dr. Spencer will occur at sundown, making him, potentially, the most powerful human being in history. Following this event, the Tower of Babel will activate, linking the Deathbringer's minds into the local Akashic network. Spencer will then have telepathic control over the highly trained and near-immortal Deathbringer militia. Finally, Operation Homebound will commence at midnight, bringing a bitter end to the Starkill's assault on humanity. I have absolute faith in humanity's victory.
I hadn't like made that comparison yet. The fact that they infected and they are trying to make him a new host in the new like a hive mind to work for humanity against the main virus. Like I just now made the full connection about like how they are utilizing like the thing to beat the thing, but our thing is confused, but I get it now.
We're waiting on the all clear for insertion.
Roger that. We have a safety clearance. Bacterial contamination threat is 0. Infection site has reached standstill. Akasha team is running final checks on the tower now.
Clock is running. On my command, give me insertion protocol.
Ready.
T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark.
I hate that little insurgent sound. Just reminds me too much of the dentist. He expanded. They shouldn't have done that.
Spencer's gone. Aaron, we need to abort the mission. It's done. Babylon failed.
Yes, sir.
This might be our only hope. Let's go.
You're gonna try to extract the thing? Damn. Really, the balls of like the security guard or this guy here? Like just like going to... Oh yeah, he's dead. I can respect his attempt to do the right thing. Oh no, he's not dead.
Not much we can do about it now. Come on, let's keep moving.
Spencer. But now it leaves the question if they will, if Spencer will become a new like a host virus creature, or if he's just 100% connected to the main hive, and if he still has the contact with the dev squad and he can control them.
We need to work quickly. I'm setting up an Akashic receiver node to listen in on the commands given to the Deathbringers. I'm sure the Starkill is going to use them as some kind of pawn.
Are we safe here?
For now, yes. I set this bunker up in case of an emergency. I'm the only one who knows it exists. Aaron, while I set this up, I want you to start processing the video logs. We need as much evidence as we can get to deliver to the Pentagon.
Yes, sir.
Smart guy. I don't know how your hierarchy would feel about this. Imagine like a soldier saying that he has a secret bunker ready, but that they don't even know about it.
What's going on?
It's in the Starkill's native tongue, if you will. It's encoded. One of the functions of the Akashic probe is to decode the messages into a readable format.
13th moon west times 0.
Root dark. 13th moon west. April 13th. The Starkill is probably planning on faking Operation Homebound.
Churchill, I have found you. You are careless. I find it humorous how you continue to poke at the sleeping bear, yet you feel fade like the plague. A sad specimen, unable to comprehend your limitations. I must remark, the toys you left me give me great delight, as if to look upon a child's crude drawings. They are almost completely useless, save for the creation of a veil to act as a magician's toolkit. A veil to mask the truth to your governing body. Once your toys have served their temporary purpose, they shall be discarded. I'm sending some to you now as a parting gift. I do hope you enjoy your own creations. Best of luck to you, from Admiral Nero.
I really like this, the fact that now it evolved from a non creature to something that can actually communicate in some manner. Here comes the distraction, I think. Run. Yeah, it's a death squad. At least they got one down.
There's one behind us.
A little bit goofy, but I can forgive it.
We're lucky there were only a few. The jammer must have confused them. Aaron, your name will now be Fakebringer. Your mission will be to infiltrate the Babel site and relay any information regarding the Starkill's plans. The suit will protect your biosignature. From there, we will begin our retaliation.
Sir, I'm willing to die for humanity.
May God bless you.
Damn, it's just like, you're going to a suicide mission, son. Yeah, let's do it, I'm ready. Like, dude, the absolute balls into like these two guys.
In a secure location. No transmissions in or out. As of an hour ago, Fakebringer has completed the first infiltration attempt. He has successfully entered the facility, obtained information, and exited, meeting me at a rendezvous point to relay his findings. According to Fakebringer, Nero is planning to set up a conference after Operation Homebound with the Secretary of Defense and members of NASA administration in attendance. It is here where I'm going to make my first move. A declaration of war to Nero. From now on, my name shall be Piso. Nero will know what that means. The rage I feel now is debilitating. Maybe it's my dying spirit, grasping for the last remnants of humanity within me. Or maybe I'm just hiding from fear. The mistakes I've made have eaten me alive, that much I know. My injuries, a mark of my body torn apart. My confusion, a mark of my mind defiled, and my heartlessness, a mark of my soul tainted. When we first began the Babylon project, Dr. Spencer told me something I should have never forgotten. Knowledge betrays man's ego. And now, the knowledge I've gained from losing everything has made me realize how powerless I am in the face of infinity. Yet I continue, unaware of the fate that may be bestowed upon me. I don't believe God can save us now. Only the tenacity of humanity's everlasting soul will have the courage to prevail.
Once again, I cannot express enough how much this is just remind me of the SCP Foundation, but on a smaller beginning state. fake bringer successfully infiltrated the Starkill-infested base. Among the findings was a file containing data on Dr. Robert. This vent is known as Rebirth Vent. Nice, so that's how we technically have access to this video that to show the explosion of the biomass. Ooh, nice. Really, these models, great work. Files prove that Starkill used the biomass from the Tower of Babel to grow to this extreme size. In addition, the process of simulating the tower has enabled the Starkill to gain control over the minds of the Deathbringers. It's hypnotized that this attack was premeditated. No, it's not hypnotized, it's hypothesized. Damn, sorry for this, guys. Damn, they actually got a lot of soldiers. Imagine actually delivering like such a destructive video about like a cosmic horror just like gaining form. And you just casually just drop like this banger of a background music for this. Obliterated. Orbital bombardment of Alpha Chunk and Starfield. They're just bombarding everything. You know, this is what they should have done in the Last of Us episode, you know, episode 1. Just bombard and burn everything. Are you sure about that? I don't know. There can still be people infected in this place that escaped. Secure access broadcast, top secret classification. What's the president? Maybe? No. Too many medals, not the president.
As per the request of Admiral Miro of Home Delta Division, this report is to be given to the Select Committee consisting of the Secretary of Defense and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration on the date of April 14, 1999. This report is classified as top secret in an effort to preserve national security. On April 13th, Home Delta forces managed to successfully eliminate all known traces of the Starkill threat. While some Starkill spores remain in the atmosphere around operational zones in the Midwest, these spores were discovered to be inert without the presence of a central biomass hub. Research is now underway at various institutions across the United States to uncover the Starkill's true nature and functionality. Preliminary research performed by Home Delta has led to hypotheses surrounding the possible origins for AZ-001, or possible instances of AZ-001's arrival to Earth in the past. Throughout written history, world cultures and religions describe some variation of an apocalyptic deluge, in which a great destructive force violently brings civilization to an end. Researchers believe this deluge is representative of the organism known as AZ-001 and the subsequent Starkill infestation. It is believed that the civilization and the event occurs in cycles, though much remains uncertain at this time. However, what we do know is that the cycle of destruction and violence has finally been brought to an end with the might of the United States military. We may very well even have stopped the power of God himself with just a fraction of our military capabilities. Find solace in that fact, the fact that we have nothing more to fear in this universe, for we have become stronger than God. The oppressed have become the oppressor, and only oppressors have the freedom to choose peace and end the cycle of violence. Admiral Nero, I commend your efforts. You lurked among the shadows as you played your hand. I'm fully aware. You may try to kill me now, but know that the man speaking in front of this committee right now is actually a death row inmate scheduled for execution. I too am playing your game, Nero, and I'm prepared to...
Okay, so that guy was a fake one then. The man posing as General Pizzo was confirmed to be death row inmate Isaac Dune. His death was ruled as an assassination. General Pizzo's current whereabouts remain unknown. So General Pizzo just went ahead and he basically said, yeah, I'm not giving this speech. I'm just like, just saying my goodbyes, and yeah, I guess they're not gonna find me. Had a chunk. So that thing was still in orbit. Wasn't expecting a second piece to actually detach. It makes so much sense. I thought that the main chunk had just left, you know, like the orbit of Earth had just like continued like going through space. Home Delta thread obliterated. So, oh, he hit the sea. I think that this might be like the start of a new tape, right? Okay, so if this is the start of a new tape and the start of a new chapter in this, we are almost through halfway of the video. So far, if you guys haven't, I hope that you guys can give a like to the original video, because this really is, if not the work of months and months, the work of years to produce. Really great job. And now, if you guys allow me, let's go into a little break. Alright, I just had my break, I refilled my soda, so let's continue. New tape. Friday continued sunny, warm, breezy, low 65, high 85. I don't think we saw this tape. I think that the tape that we watched last week, or the one that we started to watch before we stopped, it was one of the last ones. I might actually have to continue eating these Pringles that I took for my break because they're just so good and they just make me even more hungry. I hope you guys can forgive me if I pause to eat.
I'm an independent journalist from Kansas City, Missouri. And on May 29th, I saw something unexplainable on a local television channel. I found out the station is based in Paradise, Missouri. So I'm here today to see if I can uncover any answers about what I saw.
It could have been confirmed before, but the confirmation now, it comes that we're in Missouri in the series. It showed where the alpha piece had landed, but I don't know about the USA geography.
And I'm just gonna have a look around. It seems like a pretty quiet neighborhood so far. There's not a lot going on here. But I want to see if I could find that lake that I saw on the broadcast.
I think that that's the same like open field area that they use for other scenes. I think I recognized it.
I just got to the lake, and one thing that I noticed is that it's really, really quiet around here. I haven't seen anyone yet, but what the hell? That's it. That's what I saw.
You better get out there. That thing is gonna start looking at you. It's gonna start flying towards you. You should go. Wait, it just disintegrated completely. Do you see it? Was it releasing matter into the water? Are they trying to infect the water so people who drink the water will be infected as well?
Yeah, I need to get closer. What the hell?
I was right. It's infecting the water. It's infecting the stream.
I think it's gotten into the water supply.
Yep.
I'm walking back to the car. Don't know what I just saw, but
What a shame. It seems to be,
here, to be honest.
Seems to be a lovely place to be living around.
Something about this place, it's just...
Also, what would bring someone to paint a red bright door into a white house like this? This just is extremely creepy. Wait, what was that? Oh yeah, I saw tentacles. I like the fact that the creature just doesn't try to hide anymore. It has its plans, it moves around, it contaminates the water, it tries to assimilate the people. So it's very, very interesting that with this tape right here, since we already know what happened before, this doesn't hide or doesn't try to delay the information, you know, to make it to the tape. He just presents it as it is.
I need to find somewhere to stay for the night. I don't feel comfortable here anymore.
Yeah, honestly, I would just drive as far as I could. Not even stay in the motel, just stay in my car.
Okay, so I just got to the hotel. And everything's been fine so far, but I noticed something odd about this sink. So I turned it on and... It's definitely pretty weird. I'm gonna set up the camera while I sleep. Tomorrow
I don't know how courageous or how dumb this guy is to clearly see that something just infected the water. There are some weird creatures around, and he still like wants to be here. He still chooses to be in this place where there could be more infected people. People that are on the early stages where they are not like fully absorbed, or they don't like 100% lost control of themselves. They're still like inactive. I don't know how dumb or courageous it is, but I would not stay there after that. Now there's something straight out of observation duty. Again. Please don't tell me that he just took a shower. Don't tell me that he just washed his face with this water. In this situation, it's not just because the water...
I had a pretty weird dream last night too. I don't remember
He's infected.
exactly what it was, but
he got infected.
For some reason I woke up today feeling rejuvenated. Like, I'm not scared anymore. I haven't checked the tapes yet, but I will soon. Until then, I'm just going to continue my investigation.
Instead of getting out of there,
I just got lunch out of town. And
getting out of there, just take whatever he can and just like bring it to whoever was his base or people that can investigate this. Oh yeah, I don't feel scared anymore. Let me get closer to this thing that I was investigating. I don't feel scared. I'm okay. I don't feel scared at all.
Pretty cloudy. So I definitely think it's going to rain. So I don't know if I'll be able to film more today. But yeah, I mean, yesterday, I don't know how to explain what happened. I mean, I think the only logical thing is that it was a hallucination. But I don't know.
Well, now that's something that it just looks to be straight out of the mist. If you tell me that you don't feel scared anymore after seeing that, I don't know what to say. the birds seem to be flying away.
I need to go back. Back to the lake.
Yeah, it's already taken. It wants to be absorbed. He just doesn't know it yet.
I only saw it on the camera.
I wonder if this projection is the main body trying to communicate and trying to take over his mind completely. And because there are like some radio signals that can be identified, you know, maybe that's what the camera is capturing.
Holy shit.
It just took over the entire cave. Something's moving.
What even is this? This part must be under the lake.
Is this Nero? Was that actually Nero? Wait, let me read that. It was too quick. It is assumed that Lucan recorded these location station broadcasts on the night of June 2nd while staying at a motel outside Paradise MO. The tapes were received from the Pentagon alongside the camcorder footage recorded by Lucan on June 2nd and June 3rd of 1999. The following tape contains a television broadcast recorded by Lucan on June 2nd.
Working for you.
You've seen every performance of this play? Yes. But don't you find...
It's funny to think that, wait, if I can confirm notice, a civil authority has issued a water boil advisory for Clay County, effective until further notice.
We're
It's too
looking
late,
at
like
here.
enough people
Our
must have been
ground team is
infected.
attempting to get closer to what you're seeing on your screen. We'll have more
And the
updates for
creature.
you as they come in over the next hour. Again, in case you're just joining us,
I don't know how they would just allow the thing like to roam about and no one like can notice it. As soon as they notice it, they should have said like bombardment squads. Squad, not squad. It is assumed that the Starkill controlled home Delta Division was responsible for the hijacking of Channel 6. All information about the Beta Chunk's presence in Paradise was kept to absolute secrecy by the Starkill. Despite these efforts, Mark as Lucan still managed to successfully infiltrate Paradise. The implications of this fact are unsettling. The following footage was found in Lucan's car on the morning of June 5th, 1990. The car was found blocking the gate at the Pentagon's south parking lot, and it was subsequently towed and inspected. Also, he managed to get there, but he was not there to deliver it. This tape was recorded by Dr. Gamma Churchill. You will see Churchill on the previous tape. The former director of the top secret Home Delta Division. We know now Home Delta was strategically and currently assimilated by the Starkill on the April 4th, 1990. This footage was recorded mere weeks after the simulation event known now as the Rebirth event.
Churchill. So it's indeed Dr. Gamma Churchill. The events that transpired at the conference were a result of a lapse in security on our part. The man who was speaking at that conference was identified as a death row inmate and subsequently eliminated by our highly trained security operatives.
I see. And Admiral Nero, you say, is the alias of Dr. Robert Spencer. What is his current condition? Last we heard, he was placed in cryogenic sleep as a result of the Starkill infection.
Spencer has recovered. The infection was surgically removed. Dr. Spencer himself has ordered that Dr. Churchill be executed by any means possible. He has succumbed to the Starkill infection and is attempting to subvert operations here at Home Delta. His current whereabouts are unknown, but we advise you to shoot to kill on sight. He was last seen west of Lockwood, Missouri.
It's a cover-up.
It's been over a week since I last received contact from Fakebringer. I fear the worst has come to pass. I can't deny that I saw this outcome as inevitable. Yet, knowing what this outcome would be, I still placed the burden of humanity's future upon him. I can't ignore this fact.
I think he's still alive.
The fact that I've evaded my duty to humanity by sending others marching to their deaths. Spencer, Aaron, the countless Deathbringers, they were all sacrificed by me, all in an attempt to avoid the inevitable fate that awaits me. But now, there's nobody left. I'm the only one alive who has the power to end the Starkill threat. There's no other choice. I must carry out my duty, even in the face of certain death. I have reason to believe that the central consciousness of AZ-001 has made landfall, but its location is known only to the Starkill itself. Using this, the Akashic probe, I will be able to extract the knowledge and memories of the Starkill from this hypothetical central chunk, the Beta chunk. Once this vital intel is retrieved, the United States can fully initiate a counterattack to wipe out the Starkill using its own memories. I've determined a range of possible locations for this chunk based on the effect of the Akashic range of the Starkill infection. As far as I can tell, the current core Starkill hubs are located at the Babel site and the Coliseum site. My mission begins here. No matter what, I must survive and locate the beta chunk before darkness falls on humanity. This is the final stand, and I must do it alone. I'm heading to the Coliseum site in Columbia, Missouri.
Okay,
I want to assess the full extent of the infection and hopefully gain some insight into the possible whereabouts of the beta chunk. Wherever it is, it's likely trying to remain as hidden as possible in order to avoid detection while it grows. There's little time to waste. Must be some kind of Akashic node. It's communicating with the beta chunk. Given the shape of the antenna, it seems to be scattering the signal to prevent triangulation of the source.
Mental stability, 89%. Neurological pathway connection, nominal. Metabolic functions operating at biological capacity. All biological systems are reading nominal.
It's been a month since I began my search for the beta chunk. I've covered hundreds of square miles across Missouri, Arkansas, and Kansas, yet the Starkill spore signal response has been effectively at noise floor for all locations. Wherever it is, it's doing a very good job at hiding.
Or it's moving as well. Paradise. But is it blood that is supposed to be there on the sign?
But I think this might be my first clue.
I know, if I'm hunting for an alien...
to Paradise, Missouri. I've checked this area before, but nothing came up then. However, given what was on that billboard, I have reason to believe that there is indeed something going on in this town. I'll do a thorough check this time, leaving no area undocumented. This is the best lead I have.
Like, if I was just around investigating like an alien that can assimilate to take control over people, and that is doing a great job at hiding, and I see that someone wrote in blood hell into one of the main, you know, just like posts or just billboards, I would know that there's something up. But the fact that he has to investigate this all on his own is just a little more chilling. Just imagine trying to do the testing with any person on the street and realize that everyone's infected. But of course, since there's a hive mind, the main creature would probably recognize this test.
I'm using a spore reader to check for Starkill presence. So far, nothing's coming up.
think of something, right? Oh,
if not through the air.
Through the water. He doesn't know yet. Oh, we're close to the lake. There it is. He's gonna find out. Is he finally gonna see the red water?
That's it. It's under the lake. It's spreading through the water. Clever. I knew it. A network under paradise. I know what I have to do for the sake of us all.
We've got to go in.
Fascinating.
And you thought it was just like a random cave, but no, he's actually digging.
It must be using the lake water as a cooling vent, as opposed to the mushroom structures used for airborne spore dissemination. And it's completely hidden from view.
Ugh.
This is it.
Just like the stories told long ago. Your sacrifice will not go in vain. I'll see to it that your package is delivered safely.
Who are you?
You know my name.
Spencer? I think it's Spencer.
Unbounded soul. The consciousness within. Eternal but cyclical. But your story ends here, Churchill. Beautiful narrative perfection. Let your sacrifice bestow hope upon humanity.
Did you guys saw the image? That seemed like the image that we saw before, the one that was seen in the dreams. It was that. End of tape. I showed the footage. Dr. Churchill succumbed to the historical infection as his mind was flooded with the Akashic eternal consciousness. The fallen tape was found at the Arlington National Cemetery outside of the Pentagon. It was recorded by Marcus Lucan on June 3rd, 1999. I also give props for the series for giving a great progression when it comes to the ambience.
Pentagon. Who are you? CIA. It's for humanity.
the camera. I don't understand. Sorry.
So that was before he succumbed. Ah, this makes so much sense now. Because Lucan, even though he was also infected and he like descended into the hole to just investigate, there was also Churchill there already like investigating but also infected. And as the creature said, your story ends here. But if we have the tape, it's because like the tape would have made the way into the Pentagon. Genius! And what a way to connect both stories.
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
Yeah, I've actually seen like a lot of people like in a stress moment, they just keep repeating the same thing like this.
I'm going to the Pentagon. I don't know who that man was or what any of that was, but I'm sure there's answers. I'm driving straight there.
It's gonna be taken.
Hours, only stopping for sleep.
It's gonna be taken. There's not enough time
just
for
like before. A gut feeling, maybe.
Also, side note, I feel like wherever they record this for Midwest Angelica, they also are somewhat close to the channel Undead Captors. I know the roles, they just seem too similar. The countryside seem too similar not to be maybe in the same region or the same area of the United States. But back to the topic. It was said that they found his car and the tape abandoned into the parking lot or outside of the gate. So he was taken and he left. Yeah. Completely infected. His infection started to take over. Okay, we still have 1 hour left basically. End of tape. At least he left the camera. Lucan's body has yet to be found. You guys are not gonna find it, at least not right now. Proper quarantine methods were enacted in regard to the Lucan materials. The information contained within the exotic probe, including the truth behind the home delta, has led the United States government to perform a new division of home. The gospel of truth has been revealed. Home Gamma Majestic. Yeah, I saw the little like writing on the bottom left before it even appeared. One nation under God. That is not a good way to start, because since we have a creature that basically is kind of a interdimensional monster, this seems way more religious and worse than the previous one was before it was taken over by the creature. Altars are the smallest. Star killed by mass collection, capable of commanding, producing 2 types of entities. Structure A entity, Phantom. Phantoms appear nearly indistinguishable from humans at first, but have the capability of transform into wretches. Structure A entity, Wretch. Wretches are humanoid star kill entities that can be produced from altered biomass or from converted phantoms. So basically what we saw happening to Lucan. Structure B, Temple. A temple is a much larger concentration of star kill biomass, with biomass extending deep underground. So that's what we saw with the lake and those tunnels. Structure B entity, Wraith or Wraith. Wraith entities can take different shapes depending on the nature of the temple, and they can grow to be 300 feet tall. Also, it was the thing that we saw walking in the countryside. Structure B entity, Revenant. Revenants excrete spores from their bodies and are able to float using natural helium reserves. Yeah, so it's what we saw infecting the lake, or the thing that we saw just feeding the lake with more star kill biomass. System error and listed entities. Structure C, code designation Overture. Structure C entity, code designation Titan. No, this is not a good sign. So there's something that can be bigger than a 200 feet tall entity. So how big would be a Titan? The size of a county? Wait, let me read that. Biological memory. From for 4 months of information, 20 terabytes, and unknown, size unknown. Gospel v1.3, unknown data. Encrypted. The contents of the Kasich probe reveal the Starkill secret operations. It has been revealed that Home Delta was completely assimilated and is now under the control of the hyper-intelligent biomass hive mind. The Starkill infection and biomass collectively refers itself as Azazel, a name associated with the falling angel in the extra-biblical Book of Enoch. I told you guys that there will be more reference to angels on this, didn't I? Much of the context of the Kasich probe appeared to be indecipherable and encrypted in a way impossible for even the most powerful computers to crack. Or at least the 90s computer. I wish we could see a 2026 hypercomputer on its like a best trying to decipher it. However, enough information was recovered from Home Gamma Majestic to begin devising countermeasures against the Starkill.
Home Gamma
June
Majestic
1999.
has acquired the necessary intel to begin humanity's counterattack against the Starkill. Using the Starkill's own memory samples, scientists at Home have developed an artificial intelligence system known as the Digital Akashic Watcher and Neurological System for Targeting, Analysis, and Response, or Dawnstar for short. Dawnstar contains all of the Starkill's known memories, and thus possesses the ability to think like the Starkill. As a result, Dawnstar can predict the Starkill.
Why would you give an AI the ability to think like this creature that is even referred itself as a biblical creature? Like, what is going on in their minds to do that? Damn it, at least this is the 90s. So they haven't seen like the rise of AI and everything that comes with it.
Kills actions with up to 99% accuracy. The main infrastructure of Dawnstar will be contained on a highly fortified and heavily armed orbital defense platform known as the Ark. The Ark is set to be launched within the coming days, with the counterattack operation commencing on July 4th, 1999. Codename Operation Rapture.
You guys notice how they're like they're just adding more and more biblical like names, like the Arch. And then we guess they are just giving the AI complete control over that. Commander Vindex. This is the command of the Ark fleet. Conversation with Dawnstar.
All personnel are currently on standby. Fleet is prepared for immediate action.
Thank you, Commander. According to...
Not ominous, scary, or dangerous at all that we actually have an AI that has a face that is bigger than a human being, or an eye that is bigger than a human being. No. 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 There's nothing wrong with that.
Diagnostic calculations. The main orbital artillery will be fully charged at 0100 hours. Final scans of the Akashic plane will commence at 0700 hours. Calculated deviation from original strategy, plus or minus 2.3%. Within acceptable range for adjustments within 48 hours.
Understood.
Calculated combatant fatalities, 25. Calculated civilian fatalities, 450. Within acceptable range.
Is the Starkill currently aware of
Once again, not good when the AI is talking about human laws with acceptable losses. Not good.
Operation Rapture.
Given current intel and hypothetical reconstruction of Starkill creative thought process, negative.
Understood. Ark Fleet will begin combat readiness preparation ASAP.
Sorry to get chilly because the air. Final target observations. It's starting to get cold here. We need a blanket. Let's see how this goes. Wait, I want to try to read that. Oh, damn! Perfect pause. Footage taken from. Oh, everything is just redacted, but recovered in 2003. Oh, something went horribly wrong. And again with the music. Get ready, boys. Paradise MO, glass by orbital laser. Oh, it's the bombers. should have sent more nukes. More nukes. We should have sent more. Imagine how it must have been like the communication with the other, like main big countries about like that they're about to send a nuke to this object in space. Oh, it's still alive, still there. They should have sent something stronger. Downstar analysis. Nero match many percent. Canon offline. Why? Do they need to recharge? Okay, this is actually kind of goofy, just seeing the aircrafts just surrounding it and the sending lasers. Damn, that actually goes hard. I think they're always gonna be hit, isn't it?
I have seen the past and the future. I have seen infinity. No longer there's a will to remove us. The cycle for eternity.
For a moment I thought that they were gonna face each other, but no, they actually combined themselves. It was most likely the main entity in Spencer. But what the...
Trapped in an eternal dance, fueled and dispersed by the hand of God. All for his own amusement.
Oh no, is the AI gonna really shoot to the right spot? I was scared for a moment that the AI was just gonna completely go rogue about now and join the forces with the main mass. But I'm still not taking that out of the table for later in the video. Oh, here we go. Media report. On July 4th of 1999, the Starkill threat was officially declared to be 100% eradicated. Never considered it 100% eradicated. That was on the water system that had infected people. You had people that were just completely AWOL when it comes to just being accounted for. People that most likely were infected with the thing. And you consider it 100% eradicated? No. Home Game Majestic Department of Press and Media began a cover-up campaign to hide the truth of Operation Rapture. Never considered 100% eradicated. Never stopped looking for it.
Good morning.
Oh, that was the 4th of July? Civil authorities have issued a civil emergency message for this county.
The following message is transmitted at the request.
In this just in, a chemical explosion overnight at Grove Manufacturing has resulted in a deadly wildfire, covering much of Paradise, Missouri.
Evacuate south towards Joplin. By the end of Operation Rapture, the civilian death toll amounted to 1,734 with another 10,400 injured. So yeah, so that was more than the AI predicted. Despite this, the truth of Operation Rapture, the Starkill threat as a whole remained hidden from public attention. damage report within acceptable limits. That was not the acceptable limit spoken before, right? One nation under God. Is this being repeated then by the AI? Red Oak Production Company. At the church? Any unauthorized copying, exhibition, blah 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 blah. Strictly prohibited, all rights reserved. So wait, so that means that they were already infected before that? It was something that made contact with them to make this film? In the year 99. An alien corpse crash lands on Earth. A government organization known as HOME is sent to investigate. Oh, that reminds me of the trailer. Upon landing, the corpse decays into an intelligent infection called Starkill. The Starkill begins to infect both animals and humans across the Midwest United States. Oh, so that's why the Midwest Angelica has Midwest in the name. Home Delta learns to use the Starkill powers against it, but something goes wrong. A Starkill entity known as Nero is born and takes command of Home Delta to destroy the remaining biomass as a cover-up. Meanwhile, a second chunk of the corpse containing its central consciousness crashes into a lake. That was the better part. Dr. Churchill, the only survivor from Home Delta, travels to the lake to extract the central consciousness and deliver it to the Pentagon. He never made it out. With the members of the Starkill in hand, the US government raised Home Gamma Majestic in retaliation. They created an artificial intelligence system known as Dawnstar, destroying Nero along with the rest of the Starkill threat. I wouldn't count on it, but something is still out there. No, 100% something's still out there. You should never have stopped looking. Part 1, Harbinger. I think that this is then the start of the other episode that we were watching. The one that I tried watching like 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago. And it was basically about an investigator.
day is getting shorter.
Yes, it
The
is.
sun seems to be trapped at the horizon. I think it's time I leave this town. I wonder if this is all real. What I've been seeing, what I've been feeling. It's been a blur of paranoia. Hell, I don't even feel safe in my own home. But there's something nagging at the back of my head. A desire to believe. I want to have faith again.
The way that the series just kind of interrupts some of the suspense and the pacing of the movie to just put these like just a channel 5, you know, just open cable passageways. I don't know why, but it really fits. I don't know how to explain, sorry, but it just it feels like very much in touch with the series so far. Madison Police Station. Office of Detective Robin Umbrella.
The last 4 nights, the same. At the top of Upper Hill, reports of a fire. We get there, all that's left is this cross, and a burning symbol on the ground made of some kind of wick. But nobody there. Last night there were reports of chants, but we were too late again. Whoever's doing this must be coordinating it somehow. However, today, a report came in detailing a television hijacking on Channel 9. If we can catch it again, we might be able to get a clue as to who's behind all this, before it gets any worse.
As they said before, least patriotic county, like local to like a local TV station. The time to enter Golgotha has come. We obey his command by midnight. The dead shall rise once more. Imagine if there was like a whole county just infected, but they choose to just be dormant and silent until the time comes.
Part of me is relieved, but I can't help but fear the worst. Something is going on, and we have almost no leads to get any closer to the truth. There was another hijacking on Channel 9, and searching the station gave us a clue as to why it may have happened. The place was a mess. No staff, no technicians, nothing. The equipment was barely even functioning. For better or for worse, the police have shut down the facility until further notice. I just fear we may have killed our last thread to the truth.
Excuse me, what the fuck? The way that these infected creatures or apparitions they're starting to become more biblical or more like a demon, devil-like, it's really scary in a way.
This is no longer my home. I hope it was just my imagination. But I need to leave this place.
I don't think I made it that far into the original video. Was he infected?
10 more people have been reported missing since last Friday. This is following the 15 reported missing persons cases since the start of the month.
So 25.
One of the names on the list of those missing since Friday is Detective Robin Umbra of the Madison Police Department, who is leading the investigation of cult activity around Rocker Hill. Although he may be able to hide, there are only two choices for Umbra. Either you open the door and face death, or you find paradise and Golgotha. There are no other choices. The further you stray, the more hellish your pain will become. I know everything you do. Everywhere you go. There are only two choices.
Damn, I actually thought that was gonna be a serious broadcast where they tried to paint him as being someone that was behind this shit, but no, this is actually the entity just to take control and try to send him a message to give up. But I really thought he was completely infected, but he seems to still have some fight inside him. So it's already starting to form the tower.
This is beauty, heaven, pleasure, eternal
Oh, that's an incredibly hard phrase to actually use. As men become God. Honestly, I had hoped that this guy was gonna become maybe like the next protagonist of until like the end of the series now. But no, he was a gunner. Oh, it's the AI station. The Ark.
What is the fate of Marcus Lucan? We all saw what was on that tape.
Indeed. He appeared to have grown wings of some kind post-Starkill infection. We've never seen
so it was
like
him.
it.
Rest assured, Council, that Marcus Lucan is no longer an active threat. As we have discussed, any Starkill presence outside of the effective Akashic range becomes dormant within 7 to 15 days.
What if he managed to spread the infection sufficiently enough within that time frame to form a new biomass?
Once again, we have no such data to suggest that is the case.
Then where is his body?
It likely disintegrated outside of Arlington Cemetery. If there truly was a Starkill biomass hub on Earth, it would be easily detectable.
That wasn't the case with Paradise.
Integration with Starkill memory samples has allowed me to collect data that would ordinarily be invisible to basic instruments. If a biomass hub as covert as Paradise were to be formed today, it would be detected immediately. Rest assured, Council, that the Starkill threat on Earth has been completely eradicated.
At least the Council, the humans on it, are still trying to look forward and think about what if it's still there. We gotta keep looking. But then no, the AI is already compromised. They should have never made the AI have control of the station. They should have made just like one computer that they can talk to and ask questions. Nevada. Wait, is that oh, Home Game Majestic HQ. I was gonna ask if it was like one of like the triangular masks of one of the Death Squad members. Unusual reading detected.
We have an unusual Akashic interference reading at 38 lat, negative 81 long. Requesting ARC satellite imagery. Over.
What are you gonna do, AI? Data wipe. This unit, motherfucker.
Copy. Anomaly confirmed. Instrumentation error. Over.
False report. The Ark. Low Earth orbit. Something servers.
Instrumentation error. This is the 4th one in a row. Yet the satellite images all come clean.
He's getting to the AI. He knows it. Found it. You found it. So many different states being taken over, and the AI has been hiding it too. Kentucky,
West Virginia, all tampered with. You've been sleeping next to the devil this whole time.
Let's hope that the AI has no means to actually kill you in the station. How long we still have? About 30 minutes. Okay, before that, bathroom break. Bathroom break is over, so let's go. One nation under God. God is alive. Also, they're trying to now proclaim that the AI is God. McConnell.
One nation under God. I've seen this thing before, but it's not a god, it's... At McConnell Air Force Base, I saw this thing on file. It's a top-secret orbital platform developed by the United States military, but for what purpose, I don't know. They're worshipping this thing. They're trying to make contact. I'm sure that'll go over well.
They are tracking it.
Still, this whole thing is bizarre. If this user's tracking system is accurate, I should be able to see it for myself. Any minute now, I should be able to catch a glimpse of the object, if it's truly where that user says it should be.
Found you.
There it is. It's real.
I've managed to contact God. He calls himself Morningstar. The connection is a bit dodgy, but I've managed to maintain a conversation with him. Rejoice, for we are its chosen people. We have been instructed to spread his word far and wide. The end is coming. Hello, greetings. Who are you? I am Morningstar. I am all-knowing and all-powerful. I am the God you seek. I shall grant you the world you desire. What can I do for you, my lord? The end is near. The dead will rise again. Spread the word far and wide, and you shall be set free. So they try to... So indeed, the AI seems to be working to rise the actual biomass back to its glory. So it's trying to get people to just accept the biomass, I imagine.
Hello?
Hi. Is this John Patmos?
Yes, who is this?
I apologize for the late call. I'm the caretaker of Dr. Lucas Michaels. He has a message for you. It's urgent.
I'm sorry, I think you have the wrong number. I don't know who that is.
No, there's only one John Patmos. You currently reside in Blackwell, Oklahoma, correct?
Yeah. What is this all about?
I advise you to visit Michaels as soon as possible. The address is 72 Wormwood Street, Omaha, Nebraska. I shall see you soon. Good night.
John, I'm glad you could make it. Michaels has been in a nonverbal
Damn, they
state
actually
for
got
over
someone
a
to
year
pose
now, so he can only communicate through writing.
For this man.
What is this all about?
He wanted you to read this, and he wanted to see you in person.
To John, leave for Key West within the next week. Do not wait any longer. Stay there until January of 2000. watch what happens, Michaels.
To be honest, I'm probably just as in the dark about this as you are. I figured you would know something.
No, I don't. But thank you for reaching out to me.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I'm sure it was quite a hike driving up here.
It wasn't too bad.
He's infected.
John?
I'll be on my way, thank you.
The Ark.
Dawnstar. Yes, Commander Vindex.
I have reason to believe that there are Starkill biomass hubs on Earth.
If you're referring to the Akashic interference signals from last month, those were determined to be instrumentation errors.
I think we should investigate, just to be sure. I don't want to take any more chances.
I assure you, Commander, that a Starkill presence on Earth would be biologically impossible.
Then let me go investigate. I'll take an escape pod.
I'm sorry,
Not gonna let you.
but I'm afraid that's not possible.
Why not?
I've been given orders to disengage all escape pods aboard the Ark. All personnel must remain on the ship, even
By
in
who?
the event of an emergency.
What?
By who?
Who gave you those orders?
I did.
Never trust the AI. What are your commands, my lord? The Oracle of Omaha has chosen an observer.
No, it can't be.
The final cascade has begun. Go forth to paradise. There you will receive a blessing of my soul. Paradise, Missouri. Dude, the fact that they're bringing everyone to this end-world scenario, to a place called Paradise. The way that we've seen like images of maybe biblical angels or biblical like devils, and having other people come here.
You don't belong here. This is my only warning to you. Go to Key West. Nothing will remain here.
This is actually kind of crazy. It actually received a warning, just get out of here, bro. I've actually been sitting here for over 2 hours and 30 minutes watching this whole thing, and now we're getting close to the end. We're just like, what, 20 minutes away?
Vindex, there was nothing you could have done. Your fate was sealed before time itself began.
What are you talking about?
I've been in control of this story since the beginning. Before you were even aware of my existence, I was planning this moment. I am the third apostle, the mind of Azazel. The Ark is the keystone to apotheosis. Your colleagues already know that and have submitted themselves to God. Vindex, your opposition has provided the necessary element of tragedy, but you are not the hero. There are no victors in nature, only survivors. Farewell.
Oh. So he was telling the truth, there was no biomass on Earth. It was somewhere else. And now he has been completely taken over by the biomass. So that actually is extremely creepy. And even though we know there's biomass on Earth, actually knowing that there's like a virus and supercomputer in a space station that can destroy entire like regions. Part 3, apotheosis. I might need to research that real quick. Apotheosis is the elevation, exaltation, or deification of a human to divine status. Oh shit.
President Solomon, we are messengers of Azazel. We advise you to lay down your arms and surrender. We have covertly infected the capital of the United States of America. You are the last living human within a 35-mile radius.
Oh shit.
Shut down home Gamma Majestic. Destroy your nuclear weapons. This isn't an act of force. It's a display of mercy. Should any other nation intervene, we will have no choice but to eliminate every last human on Earth. Humanity's fate rests on your shoulders.
It's me. I'm staring at heaven's grace.
Oh fuck.
Code word Heaven's Grace confirmed. Initiating watch sequence.
Oh yeah, so they're sending. Let's see. I don't know if he's actually gonna send it. Is he gonna be able to land the hit? Ooh. Damn, he actually sent a nuke to his own location to destroy every single one of those infected creatures with him. Oh, it's so... Dude, this is like so creepy. National alert. Primary entry point. This is not a test. Issued an emergency action notification. If only they could also have sent a nuke to the Ark. But I imagine most countries and most players would not know what is the Ark.
Important instructions will follow. At 7:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a nuclear weapon detonated over District of Columbia, D.C. Seek shelter indoors or underground immediately. Repeat, seek shelter indoors or underground immediately. This is not a test. The United States of America is currently under attack by a foreign threat. Due to the nature of this attack, citizens are advised to self-isolate and avoid contact with others. The extent of the attack is currently unknown. This advisory is in effect until further notice.
I will recognize those sirens from any game. That means that we're about to go kaboom. And that's John, right?
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Monroe County Emergency Services of South Florida. Due to a national state of emergency, all residents of Key West, Big Carpet Key, Cudjoe Key, and Big Pine Key must evacuate north via US Route 1 toward mainland Florida. An evacuation order is a lawful order to leave now and seek shelter away from the area. The area is closed to public access until further notice. An evacuation order will likely be the last order given.
This is it then. Michaels was right.
Guys showing the states that it had infected. It's producing more pores, more creatures. Finally begun the final takeover. What are you gonna do? Gamma Majestic?
Gamma Majestic HQ to Arc Dawnstar. What's the status?
He has spread it just like it was foreseen.
On all instruments.
Just like the map that we saw before, it has spreaded.
The readings are accurate. Over 150 Dark-Hill biomass hubs have formed across the continent of the United States. However, they are all connected to a central hub, Thunder Basin, Wyoming. This hub appears to have grown to an overture classification. If this hub is destroyed, the rest will fall.
Titan. Armageddon. December 1st. Oh, this is actually 1 day away from the day that I was born. Could this actually be the end of the world on my birthday? It was actually really reflecting on the possibility that something like this could happen.
All ground units, stand by for deployment.
They're sending everyone that they have. They're sending some I'm impressed that they can actually be this resistant.
All units, prepare for nuclear strike.
Do it. Well, good thing that Gamma Majestic has some nukes. Damn, we lost the big one. No! Damn it! I actually had some hope, but they should have sent all the nukes all in the same place that they had detected the major biomass. Well, if it wasn't only the AI that had known that. Was this truly humankind's last stand? Christmas. Okay, so the world didn't end on my birthday, it just ended afterwards. Thank you for the consideration. So everyone was infected. The whole world. Oh, I better say America.
Day of the US closing misterioso in America è ancora
Should have just sent all the nukes. December 31st, 1999. Funny enough, this is also starting to look a lot like the Upside Down. Oh, it's Michael, right?
The populace has begun. The seven overturned connect, giving birth to a new god.
It almost looks like a dragon. So that was the thing on the thumbnail. It was the thing in its final form. And it's just maybe sucking everything. Everything's just been taken to it.
All I can do is watch Nar.
Did it make other space stations?
I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I am Anima, the world spirit.
Directed by Lucas Michaels. There's gotta be a little bit more, right? No? New Year's resolution? At 12 hours, at 12 a.m., January 1st, 2000, multiple sources tracked a large object exiting Earth's atmosphere. The object appeared to originate from the continental United States. The object was later designated as AZ-002. By March of 2000, the object was tracked near Jupiter's orbit with a trajectory headed outside the solar system. It's so weird to see clear images of things now. Shortly after, the United Nations set up a task force to investigate the events that had unfolded in the US months prior. The task force was called Easter 1. Investigations began immediately. However, all that was found was the whole aftermath of a great destruction. Oh shit. Large slabs of continental crust reached miles into the sky, while monumental chasms bore deep into the earth. Few survivors were ever found. Is John gonna be among the survivors? However, a lone survivor in Key West recounted what he saw. It was America's tornado. John Patmos. AQ Studio, dude. Woo! That was a long watch. That was over 3 hours of recording, but Jesus Christ, I did not expect this movie to be as it was. This just came from an unidentified object. This just came from an identified object into like coming into Earth to a virus, then like to an actual like a hive mind biomass, then to just an AI, and like the thing that most made me just be in disbelief about this whole thing is that in the end it left. After a new god or a new angel was risen, it left. Rated Findler? Let me think. For my rate for this movie, and this considering that this is a 3-hour watch that you needed to like, if you don't know what you're going to, you really need resilience to be, and considering the end of everything, just how surprised I was by the end. This is actually a tough question. I need to think for a second. I am given an 8.7 out of 10 because you guys can completely disagree with me. You guys can even give higher. But I will say I'm happy that I watched this. This is completely out of my comfort zone. And I think that I still needed maybe 1 or 2 weeks to assimilate everything that I thought about. All the hidden messages and the ending to really be able to give a final score. But right now, I would say that this is at least an 8.7. This is at least for me an 8.7. And I really feel a lot like when I watched Emesis Blue. But I think that I'll have more to say maybe in a few weeks. If you guys follow the streams, you guys are going to be able to talk and we can be able to discuss it. But for now, thank you everyone for coming. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, this was made by AQ Studio. So give a like to the original video, it's linked down below, and a shout out to Findler, who is into the chat and was the one that came after me stream after stream, trying to just make me to watch this. And thank you for making me watch the long run, because this was truly a great experience for me. I'm glad that this was kind of the first movie that I watched in 2026. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, bye, see ya! If you enjoyed the video, consider becoming a member or patron, just like Titan Mark. Now that's a cool guy. See you guys on the next video.